Hey everyone, how's everybody doing? This is Michelle, and today I have my March budget with me, and we are going to be closing out parts in February and then setting up for the first half of the month. So let's go ahead and get to it. So let me go ahead and find February. Okay. So over here, I set up like what my budget was regarding planning, groceries, personal, business, Starbucks, and eating out. And I'm going to zoom in just a little bit for that. Okay, so we're going to close this section out first. I have my handy dandy little notebook here, which I absolutely love. And I have that to the side. So let's get started. Okay, so planning was an ultimate fail. Yeah, it was. So I gave myself a budget of $200, and in the past, I typically stay within that 200. February, ooh, guys, it was horrific. So I actually spent $352.60. And I was majorly over. Let me see if I have a red pen. Okay, I found a red pen and a blue pen. I think I'm going to use these for this purpose. Here, make sure I have to take those little things off. Okay, I do. On this one. Okay. All right, so yeah, planning was an epic fail in my budget. Yeah, we're not even gonna talk about it. Okay, so I was over by $152.60. So everyone has their vice when they are upset or depressed or just in one of those moods. My vice is shopping. Whenever I'm upset, I'm mad, or just in a funk, I tend to shop. That is my vice. And with that week of having no power and just the stress of that, I was in a mood, guys. Like, I was in a mood this past week that we are finishing out, this week right here that we're finishing out. I was just in a mood. Like, I didn't want to go to work. I did anyway, but I was just in a mood, and I did some serious shopping this month. So again, I was over by $152.60, and we are definitely going to reel it back in for March. Okay, so for groceries, I gave myself or gave us the budget of $450. And this one I did really well. I only spent, I guess I'll use this. No, my black. I only spent $237.57. And that's even with the imperfect box, and then when I did groceries online for that. So I did really well there. And then I was under, I'm just going to do a U for under. I was under by $212.43. In all reality, we should not even be coming close to hitting over $450. It's just the three of us. My son barely eats, and there's only just a few things that he has me get for him at the grocery store, and like last month he gave me the money. So we really should not be going over that $450. So if there's little things that we need that we have to go back on, my husband tends to go do that. So I'm just trying to do our groceries a lot better, so that way we're not coming close to hitting that $450. So that was our groceries. And then for personal, I gave myself a budget of, where's my personal at? Got it. oh, I gave myself a budget of $250. And I thought I did 200, so I didn't look back at this. So you're going to hear me clicking, and that's the calculator, okay? All right, so I gave myself the budget of $250, and I actually spent $259.52. So I was over, let me write in here, $259.52. And I was over just a little bit of, oh, I was only over by $9.52. So not bad at all. Okay, not too bad. Okay. And then for business, I totally forgot about 31 is coming out with their new spring line, and then as consultants, we had an opportunity to shop early and get things that we wanted for us, as you know, for us and to show our customers. So I didn't realize at the time at the beginning of the month that they were having that sale for us, so I didn't take that into consideration. So I was definitely over in business. I spent, get my black pen back out, I spent $255.80, and some of this was stuff for the shop. I purchased some foil because I'm going to be introducing that into my shop soon, so I went and did that. And of course, my 31, I think I spent like $170 on that. Again, I didn't take in the sale. Otherwise, this budget would have been way higher. So I was over in my business and by, what, $150, $55.80. And then Starbucks, I only did $25, meaning I just added $25 to my card. And then of course I was under by 25, so I did really well there. That meant I did not go to Starbucks a lot. And considering we were out for a week, that helps as well. So I was under by 25. Good job on that. And then for my eating out, I was out this week, so I didn't eat out here. And then we went to lunch Friday, so he paid. So I only spent on lunch, it was like $65.44. And so I was under by $34, so I should have left over $34.56. So not too bad. Business should go back to normal come next month for March. I think well, yeah, I should stay under 100 for that. And then personal as well, hopefully. Groceries did good, and then planning, I got to come back down. So I don't want to see this next month. Okay, so there's that. And then now we need, so here I went in and just, this is what I did for my spending tracker. I should have added all this up and given you guys a total. So I may do that and just show you guys when I do my second half of March. But I wasn't thinking, and I should have calculated how much I spent for the whole entire month. Okay, so we're going to come back to the cash envelopes, and then I think we can go ahead and get started with March. Okay, so for March, I've already taken the liberty of, on this first page, writing down all the bills that I have and then their due dates. I know for sure for Target, I do not have a bill. I still like to put it down just so I know when its normal due date is. So I know for sure that for Target, I do not have a bill. So I'm just going to put an X there. And then Ulta, I don't have a bill. And then Capital One, I don't have a bill. So then Cloth and Paper, Planning World, and Caress Press are my subscriptions. And then, let's see, Netflix and website comes, it's an automatic subscription. And then Kohl's and Children's Place, they should be paid off within the next month or so. And then all I'll have left is my Bank of America, my Discover, and PayPal. So excited about that. This should, okay, never mind. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started with the month. Okay, so here I'm just going to do a little bit of deco. I found these months that I had purchased through Glitter Mama, so I'm going to be adding these up here. So let's go ahead and do that. And then I found this little sheet in my stash that I'm going to go ahead and use as well. Keeping it very, very simple. I'm not trying to purchase any kits for this. It's going to be washi and like little stickers that I may have left over. So you may see this again in April. And where is my tweezers? Okay. These aren't the ones that I like to use. Let me zoom out a little bit. Oops, sorry. Okay, much better. Okay. All right, so let's do that. And then we are going into March. I just need these a little bit bigger, but these will do. And then the two washies I pulled out is these two here. These are both from Simply Gilded. When I put this up against the light, I really could have brought out the lavender purple in here, but the ones that I had in my stash is only silver. So that was not going to work. Let's see. Let's go ahead and cut this out. Or cut it off, rather. Okay. And then my little bookmark here that I use to help with the washi. Okay. Okay. Do you guys see the new background? It looks much better than my desk. Much better. Not going to lie. So I'm going to agree with you because it is. I just got to make sure I tell my grandsons to do not touch it. And I purchased this from Hobby Lobby. It was a little torn, but I knew I was going to cut it in half anyway. I just need to adjust it just a little bit to have it go more this way, but I'm happy with it. And then I still have like another piece in case this one gets messed up. Okay. Super cute, super cute, super cute. And I think I'm going to use this little sticker here that says it's an amazing day. It's called Use What You Have. And we're going to put that right there. And then we're just going to go ahead and just use this last little piece. Maybe I can just stick it up there. All right, and then let's go ahead and do the bottom, and then we can go ahead and get started. You know what? I think I'm just going to use the pink. I should have used the pink up top, but that's okay. It's okay. And then I need to get a little box from up here, which I forgot to get before I came on camera. But that's okay. You guys, you know, if you are new, welcome. If you're new and stopping by, welcome. Hello, how are you? My name is Michelle, and my plan with me's are a hot mess, but you know what? That's who I am. It's me. And if you are a subscriber, welcome back. Missed you. And I hope you guys stick around. Okay. All right. Oh, and I also need to, well, by the time you see this, it will be too late, but I did do a giveaway, so I will be announcing that winner later on this evening, and she's going to be getting some nice goodies. Okay, I think it's a little off, but, you know, it's not a plan with me if it's not off. I'm just saying. Oh, I did pull this out. I could have used this too, but that's okay. We're not going to worry about it unless I... Oh, you know what? Let me wipe that. Oh, shoot. All my cash just fell on the floor. I always do this wrong. Always, 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 always. Okay. You guys are getting a treat with this. This is very decorated. Okay. But that's going to be about it when it comes to decorating this budget planner. Okay. All right. So since we are on this page, let's go ahead and fill in everything. So Monday, I have cloth and paper, and I'm just going to abbreviate. And then I have Planning World. And on the 4th, I have Bank of America. And then the 5th is Kohl's. I'm not going to put Target down because it's not due. And then I have Netflix and my 31 website, and that just looks horrible. It's my hand. And then I do have Children's Place, and then on the 15th I have Capital One, which, oh shoot, I shouldn't have put it because it's not due. And then Caress Press, my subscription comes out, and I don't think I have anything else that week. And then on the 21st, I have Discover and PayPal. And then I think Cocoa Daisy comes out on this day. And then my car. And that's I normally just put car stuff because my car note and my insurance both come out on the same day. So let me just take a look at this real quick to make sure I got everything. Okay, it looks like I did. Okay, so payday, we just got paid the 20th yesterday, so we won't get paid. Well, it doesn't matter. We get paid on the 15th. So it's going to be a long 2 weeks. And then we get paid again on the 31st. Okay. So I got to make sure I watch my spending. All right. So this part is done. Now let's go ahead and do my sidebar. And again, that's where I like to set my budgets for everything. Okay. So I'm just going to do as they come to me. Planning. And then my actual is 200. Ugh, I messed up. This is really when I need my friction pens because I can erase. I messed up completely. Totally messed up that. Okay, let's start all over. Let's start from the very beginning. Nope, I cannot sing. Okay, so budget, there we go. And then actual, so we are going to go back to 200. And then this is going to be plus or minus. We're going to skip a line, and then hopefully we got enough lines. And then grocery budget is $4.50. And then plus or minus, skip a line, and then what else do we have? Oh, let me go back and look, guys. I forgot already. Hold on. Planning, groceries, and then business. Okay, so budget, I'm gonna go back to, there's like a few things that I need to get. I already got the cardstock and the vellum. So I'm gonna go back to 100 on this. And then, yeah, let's leave it like that. Okay, skip a line if we can. And then personal. And I'm gonna stick to the I'm gonna stick to 250. Now, this is how I do things at the end of the month. So for February, because I got paid on Friday, everything that was done on Friday goes on to March, if that makes sense. So when I get paid on the 31st, everything that happens, like if I spend anything on the 31st, it goes towards April's budget. Okay. So I'm still under budget because I just got my nails done, and then because my daughter's birthday is coming up, I also paid for her, so I need to write that down for this month. So I should, and then I probably won't need another refill probably like at the end of this month right here. So I can go like a full 3.5 to 4 weeks. Okay, so then let me do my actual here. Okay, so there's that. And then I do like to keep track of my lunch, of me eating out. And I always give myself, which is should be plenty, I always give myself a budget of $100, and that has been suffice. I normally spend, I give myself $25 a week. The only bad thing is if I like get lazy and I don't want to bring my lunch, that's when I kind of go over my budget. And then I don't have room for, I wanted to add household on here. I'm going to add household on here, but I am still going to give myself a budget for Starbucks. It's just not going to be written down, but it's going to be written down in my book. Okay, so I do want to do household. This is going to be a, what's the word I'm looking for? A trial basis. The only thing, my only issue with household is that sometimes groceries may be involved in that, especially like if I go to Target. So for example, yesterday I went to Target and I purchased a few things. So a few groceries that we didn't have, like H-E-B didn't have, and then some personal items for myself. So I guess I just need to separate that and do it that way. But we're going to try it. Okay, and then we're just going to have to go down here, which is not a big deal. I'm not like gonna have a fit over it. Okay, so budget for a household, I'm gonna start out with $250. And let's see how we do for that. And then again, for Starbucks, I am giving myself that budget of $50. It just won't be put down here because I do like having the spaces in between here. Okay, so the monthly is all set up and my budget for my categories is all set up. Let's go ahead and go over to the next page. This is the overall monthly budget. So here I am just going to go ahead and write everything down, what the minimum is. Even though this is budgeted, I like to just put minimum and then what I actually pay. I'm not going to do anything that's past the 15th as far as filling the numbers in on the actual, because I budget that later on. Okay, so it is going to be redundant. Like income, I'm just going to put rollover, and then my actual income. So I do need to sit down and do that and see how I do. And then business. Okay, and then savings, I will fill this out. And then credit score, I will fill off camera. Goals, I'm just going to flip this because this is getting on my nerves. Okay, so for goals, I am going to put stick with planning budget. Spend less overall. And, oh, I didn't even spell that right. This is because I'm sleepy. I might have to do this like this. Sorry about that. Okay, let me get a sip of my coffee. And spend less over all. And then I'm going to think about number 3. I may not even have a third goal, so I'm not going to stress about that. Okay, and then let's go ahead and fill this out. I'm going to start out with, you know, as it is, like beginning of the month. I can't think right now, guys. I'm sleepy. I'm sorry. Okay, so I have cloth and paper and Planning World. These two do not ever change because they are subscriptions. So I still like to put them in here because I still have to account for them. So those are not ever going to change. And then Planning World, I always forget. I'm looking in my email. Planning World, I never remember like how much my bill is or how much it is. Shoot, I should have it back here. Okay, so let me zoom you guys in. Okay, so for discovering PayPal, I'm going to come back to that on when I do my mid-month, my paycheck for March 15th. So I'll come back and do those. Daisy, Cocoa Daisy is, I'll do that. I'll just fill it in because I know it now. So I'll wait. And then I have my car insurance. I break it down here, but altogether it's like $700. So, and then my car payment, I'll go ahead and fill that in later. And then I paid off the Old Navy. And then PicMonkey is like a app, not an app, but like where you can like create pictures and things like that. And then I also include Haley in here, which I give her $200 a month. And unless anything comes up with like school or anything comes up where she needs something big or something like that. But that's typically what I give her a month. So I give it per paycheck. So I've already sent her the money for that. So I am going to include that. And then I will, when I do my March 15th budget, I will go ahead and put in here the total expenses for everything, because by then I'll know what I'm going to pay for Discover in that. So for PicMonkey, I know it's like $7.99. And then I'll fill everything else in on the 15th. Okay, so there is the monthly budget. And then, like I said, I'll fill this out in private. Okay, so now this is the paycheck that I just got paid for the first half of March. So I typically always have a rollover from my last pay, and then my income. Again, I will fill that out later. Okay, so for this half of the first half of the month, I am going to go ahead and include in my cloth and paper and Planning World, which is 3-1. That doesn't change. And then Planning World is 2068. Okay, so now let's go into the actual bills. So I have Bank of America, and I have Kohl's, and Netflix. So Kohl's was 27. This is the 4th, and then this is the 5th. Netflix, I think it's 1977, because I think it keeps going up for some reason. Okay, and then my website is also due on the 10th. And then what else? I have Children's Place. And then that's it for my bills. Okay, so this is the 11th. Okay, and then I think I go in here and I go ahead and put my sinking funds of what I'm taking out for that particular first half, which I know I do. So give me a second there, because I do like to see, this is beneficial for me because it lets me know, like, I figure out how much I want to take out and all that good stuff. So what I have left over. Okay, so let me go ahead and, where's my washi? I'm going to use this little one right here, and I feel like I'm discombobulated. You know what? I'm not gonna worry about it. All right, and that still gives me plenty of space for everything. So I'm just gonna come out just a little bit. Oh, I'm so jealous my husband's taking a nap, but if I take it's way too late. See, look, it's almost 5:30. So it's really way too late for me to take a nap because I will be up all night, which will let me get some things done, but I don't want to sleep. You know what I mean? I don't want to sleep half the morning away because I have some things that I need to really get accomplished between now and tomorrow. Okay, so let me get out my little book here of what I am going to be doing for Bank of America. So I think I'm going to go ahead. This is like a big debt that I'm really trying to pay off. So I normally pay between 100 and 150, and I think this month I'm going to do, how much was my, you know what, let me go in and check real quick. Let me look really quick to see what my minimum is, and then I forgot to fill that part out. So give me 2 seconds for that. All right, give me a second. Okay, so my minimum for this one is, oh, I already had it in there, 94. And I am going to do 150. And then for Kohl's, I wanted to really pay that off, but pay it off in 2 installments. So I think for now, I'm just going to do, how much was Kohl's? Oh, Kohl's was 27. So I'm going to do 100 for Kohl's. Okay, so there's that. And then Children's Place. I think this was like 27, 25. I'm going to put 27. It could be less. The budget amount really doesn't, you know, matter to me, but I like to fill it in anyway. So this one here, I think I'm going to do, I was going to try to, I'm going to just stick to 100 for that. Okay, and then once I'm done with this, then I will go into my bank account and pay and set up my billing, you know, to pay these bills when I do that. So that's kind of how I do that. Okay, so now let's go ahead and get and do my cash envelopes for this pay. I'm sorry, I got to keep flipping back so I can see. Okay, so we have, I'm just going to skip. I'm going to do cash envelopes here since we have space. And we have lunch. And then emergency. And then gifts. Miscellaneous. And household. This household category is for things that we want to purchase, like big items. Okay. All right, so there's that. Now let me go ahead and get my money that fell all over the floor. And now we can go ahead and do our sinking funds for the first half of the pay. Okay. All right, so kind of let me pull this to the side. And then we're going to go ahead and lay out the cash. Okay. Let's do that. Okay, so hopefully you guys can see. Okay, so for lunch, I did a couple of Uber Eats in February, so I need to take that money out. And so how much did I say that was? See, I done lost track already. I lost track already. Okay, so for lunch, I had spent $65.44. I'm just going to take out the 65. 20, 40, 60. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So I'm going to put this to the side. This comes out. And then remaining, it should be like $35, $36. 20, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, and 35. Okay, so this is what I had remaining for February. So I'm going to put this to the side. And I'm going to start fresh with 100. 20, 40, 60, 70. Let's just do all 20s. 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 100. Okay, so I'm starting all fresh with lunch. Okay. Let's go ahead and then, okay, so I want to, nope, I'm going to do that here. I should have, I'm thinking, guys, I'm thinking. Okay. All right, so for emergency, I am taking out, it looks like I'm taking out, I think 60. So let me get out my emergency fund. Okay, and then I got to go back and look to see how much I should have for emergency. Okay, so I didn't take anything out for emergency, and my ending balance was $280, which means let's go over to our cash envelopes, and emergency should be $280. So let's double check that. 20, 40, 60, 80, 1, 20, 40, 60, 80, 2, 20, 40, 60, 70, and 80. Okay, so we have $280. And then I am adding another 60 to emergency. Okay, so I had to shut my door real quick. Okay, so we have started at 280, and then I'm adding 60, which should be 340. So let's do in and out. And as I said, I'm putting in $60 for emergency. Well, hello. Okay, I'm going to put that to the side. And then for gifts, this is for Christmas. I should save my little page here. I should have had my balance already done, guys. I'm sorry. I will do better. I promise. I promise. Okay, so for gifts, we should have $372 as our starting balance. So let's double check Christmas fund. So once we hit 500, I'm going to take out the 500 and put it into my savings sinking fund and start back all over again. Okay, so that's 1, 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. That's 2, 20, 40, 60. Oh, that's wrong. Oh, that should, hold on. I messed up here, right? 20, no, 100. I can't think, 100. So 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. That's 2, 20, 40, 60, 80, 90. Hold up, this is not right. Why do I have so much money in here? Okay, so unless I didn't add something in, because I did start out with like 2 something, so I got to go back and figure this out, but we're going to go ahead and put this in and start all over again. So this is not right. And after I get out of here, off the camera, I mean, I may have to go back and just double check. But for now, start again. Sorry for that. Take 3. 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. That's 2, 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. That's 3. Maybe that should be 372. And then 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 66. Let me see. Oops. I think that's 3. 20, 30, 40, 50, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71. So maybe that should have been 372, 371. Okay, that sounds about right. Okay, and then for gifts, I'm adding 100 to that. And I will do the balance. I don't touch this, but I'll do the balance afterwards. Okay. Okay, I feel like something is off. So we've done Christmas. Let me kind of check it off my thing, guys. Okay, I've done lunch. I've done gifts. I've done emergency. Okay, household is next. Okay, so household, I should have household, I should have 181, which I do. I had recounted it because I had to take some money out of here to give to my daughter, and I replaced it. So my starting balance should be 181, and then I am adding $100 to that fund. Okay, and then let me check that off, and then let me see what we have left. 10, 20, 30, 40, and 50, and 60. Okay, I'm gonna take 10, 20, $30 for my personal. Okay, so for personal, I have to take out the rest of that money because I had, what did I say? Was I over or under for personal? Let's go back and look. I know y'all tired of me going back and forth and looking. I know. Okay, so for personal, I was just over by like 9. Okay, so all this money needs to come out. Okay, so there's that. So actually, for personal, I'm gonna give myself for the month to have some cash on me. I'm just gonna do like $50 in cash for personal. So there's that. And then I also want to do miscellaneous. I didn't calculate this right, guys, because I shouldn't have had to take out all this money. Okay, and then for miscellaneous, I'm just going to do $30. So miscellaneous, and I have it in an envelope that's not marked correctly. So my starting balance for miscellaneous is 25. And I'm going to put in there, I like to even it out. I'm just going to do 20. Let's do 20 for miscellaneous. Okay. So now I have $30 extra. Either I can just put it for me to have some cash on me, which I think I'm going to put this aside since I think I took out too much. So I'm just going to give myself the $30 to have on me for cash. Okay, so now we have money that is left over from the money that I had to take out for lunch, which is this, and then money that I had left over for lunch. So now I'm going to add, I should have just waited before I did all of this. So I am going to go in and add more money to a couple of these top 3 because I really want to bulk up my gifts and I want to bulk up my household. So let me grab a sticky. All right, so for emergency, let's do this together, guys. This is like real time, okay? So 280, and then I added 60, and then let's go ahead and do gifts. I started out with 371, then I added 100, and then for household, 181, and then I added 100. So let's do $50 for household. So we're going to add in another 50 for household. And then we're going to add, let's split these two up for emergency. Let's do all gifts. And then the next time if I have an overage, a lot of overage, I'll add to emergency. So y'all remind me, okay? Okay. All right, so for gifts, we're gonna go back and add in, that's 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, and 50. So we are adding another 50 in for gifts. Or I can just put this in my savings. Then I got to go back to the bank. So we'll just do it this way. Okay, so now let me go back and white out. Gifts and household, right? Okay. All right, so for gifts, we now have going back in is 150. And then the same thing for household. And honestly, guys, I don't even think about it. I don't mess with these. I don't do anything. So I'm pretty good about that, which I'm glad about. Okay, I like to have the money all together. So let's go ahead and fix that. And then again, like I said, once I get to a certain amount, then this will go into my sinking funds savings. I could add this for school. All right, so there's that. And then I added it into the gifts section, my Christmas fund. It's getting thick, y'all. It's getting thick. I love thickness. Okay, so that is it. I want to say thank you guys again so much for watching. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up. If you're not a part of my channel, hit that subscribe button so you can laugh with me as I do all of this goodness right here. But thank you guys again. I hope you enjoyed. And I will see you next time in my, come back and check in with me around the 15th of March to do the second half of this month. Talk to you later. Bye.